Hello, welcome. I'm Hannah, and today we're going to be talking about what I bought in November and December of 2022. Last year, I was doing a budget for most of the months. There was some months that I kind of counted it more than I counted others, but I think I really adapted a mindset of buying things that are useful to me and practical for my lifestyle as opposed to just buying things to buy them or buying things because they're cute. It's still a journey and I'm always trying to do better, but all that to say, I wasn't really counting my budget so much, especially in December, but I still think I kind of like reeled it in nicely. So I'm going to show you here what I bought those last 2 months. I'm doing them together. I mentioned this, I think, in the October video, but I did a whole video about my Black Friday shopping, and most of what I bought in November was makeup on Black Friday. I'll link that video down below. I'm not going to go over everything again, but just know that's why there's not much else in November. So the first thing I bought in November was 2 sweaters. The backstory behind these is that I went to California to visit my best friend in early November, and when we were there, we stopped in Urban Outfitters. I have a soft spot for Urban Outfitters. I also have a lot of store credit from Urban Outfitters because I realized I could return older things that I never wore online, and they'll give me store credit for it. So there is this one cardigan that I tried on. It was this one. Don't be fooled by the tag. I have worn it. I'm just a maniac and I just like don't think to take off the tags a lot of the time. But I tried this on in the fitting room and I really liked it. It's this like multicolored hot pink kind of like fuzzy eyelash cardigan. I liked it, but I didn't want to buy it there and carry it home because I knew I didn't have extra room in my suitcase. And then I checked online, and online they had a sale. I think I got it like 30% off or something like that. And it actually shipped so quick that like the day I got home, which was like 2 days after I tried it on in store, it was here. I wore this in my Terra Moon's ice watching video that I did in December. I really like it. I really like the color. I really like wearing cardigans. I feel like this is the kind of thing that's cute, but also very practical, and I get good use out of them. So I'm happy with this purchase. The other thing that I got, which is a little bit less practical, is this sweater that also has the tag on it, but I have worn it twice. It's like a funny little destroyed sweater. I actually saw this in the store when I was in California and I walked past it, but then when I was buying online, I need something else to get free shipping and I had enough store credit anyway, so I was like, I'll get it, and if I don't like it, I could bring it back. I ended up liking it. It is an odd thing, and the neckline is a little bit lower than I tend to be comfortable with, but I wore it to a family party, and I also wore it in the video where I talked about Black Friday sales, I think, at the end of November. And it's just like a really interesting piece. It's not the most practical thing. It's not something that I'm going to be picking up every time I want a sweater, but I think it is like unique and interesting. It's definitely my color story. This was on sale also. I think all the sweaters were like 30% off or something when I got them. Next, I ordered some things from Forever 21. I used to be the biggest Forever 21 girl, and I really moved away from them. I think just a lot of their things feel very cheap to me now, and I'm more focused on buying clothes that have a history of washing better and lasting longer in my collection. But I've really been interested in the bolero trend, I guess, or style, and I really liked the chunkiness of this one. It's like a very thick knit sweater. I like the color a lot, and I decided to hang on to it once I got it. I wore this in the video where I reviewed the Fantasy Cosmetica Druid palette. I don't think I've worn it other than that, but I intend to because I really like it. This I had ordered early in November, and I also ordered a pair of like metallic skinny jeans that I was intending to keep at first, and then I looked at them in the mirror again and I was like, these don't look good on me. But this ended up going on a better sale, and it was when I was buying things for my parents to give to me for Christmas. I've mentioned before, that's kind of like our little arrangement, that instead of giving my parents a list of things for them to kindly buy for me, I'll just buy them myself. They'll reimburse me and wrap it up for me, and it works for all of us. But when I was buying more things for that reason, this went on sale for like $14, I think, so I rebought it and I returned the higher price tag one. So yeah, I'm pleased with my purchase for $14. I think like going forward when shopping at Forever 21, which, you know, I'm kind of like okay with the amount that I have been doing, which is like every couple months, if there's something I really like, I'll try it out. But I think I'm more critical than I used to be, and I'm not just absorbed by the style. I'm like willing to get it in my hands and make sure it actually feels like a nice item, perhaps look at the washing instructions and not just decide to keep it based on the look of it. So the next item I bought in person at Urban Outfitters. I was in the mall near me and I saw they were having a 50% off sale, and whenever they have that, I tend to take a gander and see if I recognize anything that caught my eye when it was full price. And this time, there was something. It was this pair of jeans that I've seen before, and I think they were like $79 normally, and I liked them, but I'm trying to not buy as many funky jeans because I'm realizing I just don't wear funky jeans that much. But these were on sale for $10, and then I tried them on, and they fit me perfectly, and then with the extra 50% off, they were $5. And I had store credit, and actually I was almost out of a store credit card, and the employee ended up just cashing out the rest, so she gave me like $2 back when I bought these, which was kind of a funny thing. But they're these really cool like ombre design jeans. It's just like on the outside of the jeans it has this like mint to yellow to pink ombre effect. The thing with these though is I've only worn them one time, and it was a day I was going to my boyfriend's house and I just wanted to wear them, and I threw them on with like a baggy white t-shirt and this like orchid colored flannel, and I did not like the outfit at all. And it made me feel like, do I really like these jeans? Like I just bought them, I was so excited about them, am I really like considering decluttering them? And then I tried them on again a couple days later when I was just like wearing a tank top in my room, and they looked so cute. And I think I'm like learning lessons about my clothes that I am about my makeup as I'm trying to kind of streamline both categories. And that is that a lot of items that I own can be used in a good way. They can be used in a way that I don't like. And I have too many things to give every item the opportunity to find the way that I like to wear it. And sometimes I just have to like pull the plug, cease our relationship, and declutter it so that I can focus on the things that have potential that I still have. I hope that made sense. So my point with these jeans is that I realized after trying them on that like they're not a pair of jeans that I like wearing with a baggy top. They're a pair of jeans that look really cute with like a slim tank top. And they're the kind of thing that because I like the look of them enough, I think they're worth keeping, but they're just going to be like springtime jeans. And in the springtime, I'll wear them with a tank top, and they're gonna be really, really cute with the tank top. I do want to find like a pink tank top this color, like a bright bubblegum pink. I think that would look really cute, but with what I already have, I think just a plain white tank top is going to look so darling with them, and I'm really excited for that. But I think for the rest of the winter, I probably won't be wearing them. And that's okay. It's okay to have things that I only wear a certain way as long as I know the certain way that I like wearing them, and I'm not just keeping things hoping that one day I'll figure out a way to like wearing them. That's pretty much it that I haven't mentioned in November. That's interesting. I did good. I think I was just so excited about Black Friday that I had like my eyes on the prize, and anytime something came up that I was interested in, I was like, I should just wait until Black Friday because there's gonna be a better sale on it. So yeah, let's get into December. I made a big Sephora purchase in the beginning of December. They were having some coupon. Maybe it was when they were doing the 20% off or something like that, but I bought a bunch of things. A lot of them are kind of like skincare or replacements. I bought the Fenty Plush Puddin' lip balm, and I've been using that as my lip balm when I go to bed, and it's perfect. I really, 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 really like it. I bought the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer because I ran out of the NYX primer that I had been using. And I do like this one, but it's very mattifying. I was kind of surprised that when I put this on under the foundation that I like exclusively wear, which is the CoverGirl Skin Milk, it just mattifies the look, but I'm down with it. I don't think it's gonna be like a holy grail though, and I imagine that whenever I run out of it, I'll probably look for a different primer. I got a replacement for my Glow Recipe Papaya Cleansing Balm, a replacement for my Ole Henriksen Wrinkle Blur Bakuchiol Eye Gel Cream. I got a Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight Facial Mask. I had originally had a sample of it and I really liked the feeling of it. And the thing I like about masks like that you just like put on and then you rinse off a couple minutes later, is that like I could use them in the bathtub. And I like that. I feel like masks that have to like completely dry and you have to let soak in for 20 minutes, I just never end up using them so much. So I've been enjoying the Glow Recipe one. But as for the other stuff that I got, the makeup stuff that I got in that order, I got this Patrick Ta lipstick that I have on right now. It's in the shade She Must Be New. I said in my lipstick declutter that like I didn't have any burgundies and I was fine leaving that as like an emptiness in my collection, and just when the mood strikes, when I see a burgundy that I really like, I could get it and fill that hole. And it came sooner than expected, but I was browsing Sephora and I think I saw the lip liner version of this first, and then I looked up pictures on Instagram and I realized there was a lipstick also. I just really like it. The packaging looks very Tom Ford for me, which is something that I don't experience because Tom Ford isn't cruelty free. It's a really nice kind of like comfortable creamy matte, and you could like see the velvet finish on the bullet, which I like, and just the color of it. I'm really into the color of it. I'll zoom you in. I used a little bit of my brown Charlotte Tilbury liner just like right around the bottom and right around the top to make sure it stays in place. But I think this is like a little bit sheer and I think you can kind of tell that I did that. But either way, I'm fine with it. I really like this. I've worn it a couple times and I'm really, really happy with it. I also got the Summer Fridays lip balm in Vanilla Beige that I've been wanting for so long, and I thought maybe I'd find it on a good sale for Black Friday, but I can't remember what the sale was on their website, but it wasn't free shipping, so it would have been more expensive than buying it from Sephora. So I got it and I like it. I like it. Not life-changing, but I like it. I also got the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. The lipstick version of this, I believe, isn't vegan in this shade, but I liked the lip liner. I wanted just another lip liner in my collection because I've been using lip liners a lot more now that I've decluttered things from my collection and I can see them more clearly. And I just really like the color of this, and I've been enjoying it. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame eyeliner. I talked about this in my favorite products of 2022. I knew right away that it was going to be a favorite, and I really, really love it. I've had it for maybe like 2 months now, month and a half. I don't know, not that long in terms of like declaring something a favorite, but sometimes you just know, and that was the case with this. And it's just like a really pretty, sexy burgundy brown eyeliner. I also zoomed you in so I could show you my eyeshadow. I just filmed a different look, so I kind of just like haphazardly changed my look over to this one. But on my lid, I put Devinah Thalassic, is that what it's called? Thalassic. I made an order from Devinah where I bought this color. I bought Centaurus, which is this gorgeous like bronzy copper glittery flip. I really like it. And I also bought the Hecate palette, which is like their limited edition magnetic palette for this year. I have a bunch of random shades in it, which I organized in my video where I was organizing my single shadows. But I like the slim profile of this, and yeah, I wanted it. I made the Devinah order using my code, which is Hannah. It doesn't save on the palette, but it saved on the 2 shadows. That was a little nice thing. And I'll be talking about those shadows more when I eventually make a video where I'm ranking the single shadows that I bought in November and December, because I didn't have a lot of them in time to include them for the video about my favorite shadows of 2022. So they're gonna have their own video. I also received PR from Merit in December, which was really cool. I had gotten PR from them in May, I believe. It was either April or May. And I didn't even realize that like my link was still active. So when they reached out to me again, I was like, yes. I have a video also where I use those products. I did like a really dimensional, sparkly eye using my Indie Single Shadows, and I like that video. My favorite thing out of the products they sent me is this lipstick. I like their lipstick formula already, and the shade Aperitif was like limited edition in that collection, and it's just like a really pretty sheer coralish red color. I'm all about it, and I think especially in the spring, I'm gonna get a ton of use out of it. I bought a bathing suit from Heavy Manners. I bought one in 2020, and it never fit me right, and it's just been kind of like hanging over me for all of this time, and they had a restock of the same print, and I bought the top in a different style that has more support. My issue is that I have a full chest, so when it comes to little bikinis that are just like a little strip of triangle fabric over your boob, I don't feel like supported enough, you know? So I bought the one that has an underwire, and it was a little bit of an extravagant purchase. They are not inexpensive bikinis, and it's also off-season. I also feel like the only time that I wear bathing suits in the winter is when I'm going in the hot tub at my boyfriend's house, but I don't want to risk wrecking it with the chlorine before I've had a chance to like strut my stuff in it, you know? Like I want to wear it like on vacation or like at the beach with friends or something like that before I go into chlorine with it. Which, I mean, overall, all of these things show it wasn't my best moment. I don't want to be buying expensive things that are more fragile than inexpensive things. That just doesn't make logical sense. But in the moment, I was kind of like, I want to end the saga of having this bathing suit that I really like, that I can't wear, and just get a version of it that I can wear. So I need to list the old one for sale. I've had the bottom listed for sale because there was a time that I thought I would keep the top, but I realized like, I got a new top in a better size for me and a better style for me, and I need to just list the old bikini and be done with it because I literally never wore it and it was a lot of money. The next thing that I got was the Adept Minka palette, and I posted a video ice watching this a couple weeks ago or something like that. I have very mixed feelings about it. You could see in that video I was kind of like struggling to come to a conclusion just because it's not like a typical palette where you look at it and you make looks and stuff like that. To me, it's just like a palette of singles. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is just like maybe popping out one or two at a time and putting them in my palette that I'm reaching for the most, and just kind of like focusing on it shade by shade instead of counting on myself to go to this palette and open it up. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I did wear Cora the other day and it creased a lot. It creased a lot, which is to be expected, and usually I say that like creasing doesn't bother me that much. My eyes are pretty hooded, so I'm used to things creasing, but I feel like with the other Adept shadows that I've used, they're a little bit more of a sheer formula, so when they're creasing, even if it's like gathering more in the deepest line of my crease, it doesn't look that dramatic. But with these being a little bit more full pigment, when they gather, you could really see the empty spots. So it wasn't my favorite, but we'll see. And I eventually will do a video also where I rank all of the palettes I bought in 2022. So once I have my head wrapped around this, I will make that video and I'll be able to give you some better thoughts about this. It is really lovely, but I just don't know how practical it is for me. I thought I was getting towards the end of it, but as I'm like looking at my little document of the things I bought a lot more than I realized. Let me tell you about this top quickly. I hope you're not bothered by my bra straps. I decided to not be. But this is actually a bodysuit. I got it from Forever 21. It was one of the things that I got my parents to get for me for Christmas, and I really like it. This is the type of piece that I want to have when it's time to like get dressed up for a night out or something like that. Like, this is the kind of thing I want to have. This is the type of thing that I like because I feel like it's cute, it's a little special, but it's sleek and it's easy to wear. And I could grab it for a night out and mix it with a little skirt or with a pair of jeans or with like a funkier bottom. And I really like it. I probably won't mention everything that I got for Christmas that I didn't talk about in the November video, but I think that's okay. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. I've mentioned before these kind of like funny Poshmark finds where sometimes something will pop into my brain that I've had in the past, and I'll look on Poshmark or eBay or Mercari or Depop and I'll find it and it'll be really exciting. And I had this one shirt. I got it for Christmas in 9th grade. So that was in 2006. And I really liked it. I wore the hell out of it. And eventually it got enough holes in it or something that I got rid of it. And I thought about it a couple years ago and I went looking for it on the secondhand market. And I had found this one at the time, which you might recognize. I wore in the video about the Juvia's Place Magic palette, which I filmed right before this one. It's just this really like comfy, thin Henley top. And yeah, this wasn't the colorway that I had back in the day, but I thought it was cute and I bought it and no regrets. I like it. I like having it. But it popped in my brain again in December and I was like, let me do another search for it. And I found it. This is the one. This is the shirt that I wore in the palette where I swatched the Minka palette. But it's just such like a cute little pattern of like, I don't know, like blue lines and shooting stars and pink hearts. It's kind of like girly and kiddish, but there's something about it that doesn't feel like immature about it. I don't know. I really like it. It's a really comfy shirt. And it's just so funny that me at 31, I'm wearing the same things that I was wearing when I was 15. So yeah, this was a good find. That was like, I searched it. I think I bought the orange one in like a large and the blue one in like a medium, and they both fit acceptably. You want to see something annoying though? I was wearing this orange one before, as I said in the Juvia's Place video, and I picked up my cat and she made a hole in the back of it. Because it is that kind of like thin fabric that like you get your claw stuck in there and that's it. I probably will try to like patch it up so it doesn't get bigger, but that is a little annoying. Popping in here because I forgot to mention the things that I got when I was thrifting. I went thrifting like a week before Christmas and the thrift store was killing it. I don't know why, but even the stuff that I didn't get and I just tried on, there was like really nice coats that weren't my size, but they'll be perfect for someone else, stuff like that. And I ended up bringing home 4 things for myself. The first is a pair of Levi's. These are 505s, if you speak Levi language, and they're pretty short. Someone must have chopped them off. I feel like they might have belonged to like a little boy or something. And they're like a nice medium wash. They do fit me a little lower rise than I tend to like my jeans. And the crotch is like a little bit droopy. You know, like I feel like it has room for something that I don't really have. And it's a little noticeable. And my only problem with that is like, I just don't want people thinking about that region on me, you know? But I have worn them a couple times. They're very comfy. And I'm calling them my little boy jeans because I feel like I'm a little boy wearing them. I got this butterfly scarf that I just thought was so pretty. I love these kind of like, I want to say anatomically correct butterflies. You know, instead of just like little butterfly doodles, I love when they're like actual butterflies. And this is a long scarf and I feel like it will be perfect to wear as a tube top when it gets a little bit warmer. So I haven't done anything with this yet, but I really like it. I feel like it's like funky, but also sophisticated. I'll say prices of this stuff too. The jeans, I think they were $7. This scarf still has a tag on. It was $3. I got these Calvin Klein pajama pants that I love. I love these. They have pockets. Amazing. They have a waistband. They're like a perfect length for me. They fit me perfectly in the waist. I feel like these are the kind of pants I could like legitimately sleep in, I could lounge around in, but I feel like they look good enough that I could like go out into public wearing them. I feel like I could run errands wearing these with like a denim jacket and a t-shirt. I could go to the movies wearing like a big zip up with these. You know, like they're not so wide leg or anything, and they're so comfy, and I really like them, and I'm pretty sure these were like $6 maybe? And then the last thing is this Coach bag. I was kind of unsure about this when I was there because it was $20, and I feel like my perception of prices varies a lot depending on where I am, you know? And I'm there and I'm trying to think practically, and I'm like, this is really expensive, and I have so many other bags at home, but I just really liked it. It's such like a good, practical, neutral color. And at the time I was like, maybe this will be a good like vacation bag or something. Like it'll be good for times where I don't want to risk having one of my really nice designer bags being ruined or stolen or something, you know? But that mindset kind of like helps me in everyday life too. And since I've gotten this, I've worn this so much because it just feels like such an easy bag. It goes with everything. It's like super comfortable to just like fit around my shoulder, and I don't have to worry about it, you know? So I'm really happy that I ended up picking this up, and it was such a good thrift trip. Let me show you one other thing that I got for Christmas that I haven't shown you yet. It's these earrings from Etsy that I've been eyeing for such a long time, and they are so dainty and perfect. So this one is like a little angel. It's like a little hoop. And then the matching one, or should I say mismatching one, is a little devil. Oh, I hope you can see. And he has a little pitchfork and everything. They are so perfect. They're really tiny, but it works for me. I had stretched ears in the past, so I have to wear very lightweight earrings, and these are so super lightweight. I bought the smaller option. I think these are 18 millimeters, and I believe they're sterling silver. It has the 925 on it. I really, really, really like these. Okay, we're getting there. I have a pair of boots from Adept that are downstairs, so I'll pop the picture up here. I have been struggling with my feet and my shoes recently. I need a taller toe bed than I used to. That's a hard thing to find. I don't, you know, I don't want to minimize a wide foot person's struggle because we're not against each other, you know, but I'm jealous of the fact that if I just had wide feet, I would be able to like filter sizes by wide and specifically see shoes that were made for me. But me with a tall toe box, it's just like anyone's game. There's barely any like information about it or recommendations. I did a search once and it came up with like a Zappos list of tall toe box shoes, and I ordered a couple and they were not tall toe box. And it's been really frustrating. But the one thing that I found is that all of the shoes I have from Adept are comfortable enough. I feel like they're made for like working on your farm. Like they're made for living your life. And a lot of the shoes I've bought previously are made for fashion. They're made to look cute and to sell. And those are the types of shoes that I can't really wear anymore. So I bought these boots, and I've really been enjoying them. I like that they have that like Western look to it, but also they're waterproof. And also they feel in the foot part kind of like the hiking boots I have from them. Like they're cushioned all over, which I love. And they have like a rubber sole. So they have really good grip, and I could wear them in all types of weather and they won't be slippery. I love them. I'm all about them. I got them on Poshmark. I think I paid like $80 or something like that, and it was totally worth it. I'm obsessed. And they still had the tags on when I got them. I bought a couple things from Set Active. We're going to talk about them more in my wishlist video, which I haven't filmed yet, and I imagine this will go up before that one, but they're kind of like my weakness right now. I'm such a Set Active girl, and they had a warehouse sale towards the end of December, and when I went on, I didn't even know what to expect. I didn't know it was going to be so good. They had all of these old colors that had been discontinued, and they had like select amounts of it, so I'm like adding things to my cart frantically. Things are selling out, and I ended up getting way less than I had originally had in my cart, but I'm still excited about the things that I did get. I've learned, and like next year, because I bet they do it every year, I'm going to make a cart and check out and like pay for shipping multiple times if I have to, because this stuff makes me happy, and yeah. But I made an order on the 21st, and I haven't gotten that order yet. Every day I'm like looking for the post truck, hoping that today will be the day that it comes in, but it hasn't yet. But I'll post a picture of some of the things that I got. I got some little t-shirts that I like. I got a pair of neon yellow shorts because they match one of the half zips that I have. That might not have been the best idea, but they were $20. I could probably resell them if I get them and they're too like see-through or something like that, but I imagine they'll be cute and I'll hold on to them and like it'll be kind of like a vacation hiking look or something like that, or maybe I'll end up running in them. I don't know yet. And I got one of their dresses. I've been excited about their dresses. I really want it in black. So this orange one will kind of be like the little tester for me to see if this is the right size or not. It was $30. I think those dresses are normally like $98 or something like that, so it was a good deal. I also got the half zip in Canyon, which I've been wanting for such a long time, and I love the half zips. I have 5 of them, and I wear them all the time, and Canyon was one of their like core colors, they call it, for 2022, and it won't be one of their core colors for 2023. So I had that feeling of like, I should get it because I won't be able to get it in the future. And I bet that once I have it, I will love it and I will cherish it. I did also order a set in the shade Snow Cone. That went available the next day on the 22nd. And that's a shade that was available before I was a Set Active stan, so I never had a chance to get it, and I love it. And the second I saw that they refreshed their website with some of those pieces, I was like, oh my god, and I checked out. And that one actually came in the mail like 5 days ago. I could understand that my bigger purchase might like take a little bit more time to set up or something, and maybe they were prioritizing the smaller purchases, but yeah, I did get that one. I really like that one. I hope one day I'll be able to get my other purchase. The next thing that I got was a nail polish from Shlee Polish, I think it's called. I don't know how I started following them, but they are an Etsy brand. They show their colors on Instagram, and it's just really pretty indie nail polish. And they showed a color, and I was obsessed with it. It's the shade Golden Hour, and it's this blue with like peachy red shimmer to it. It's really pretty. I wore this for a couple days ago. It's actually the polish that I'm wearing in the video where I organize my single shadows. I do really like the shade of blue and everything, but I find that the shimmer isn't as obvious as it looks in like the swatches and as it looks in the bottle. I think I'll wear this when I'm like out doing stuff in the summer, and I imagine that in the sunshine you'll see the sparkle a lot better, but me just like sitting at work, I'm like, where is it? But I am excited about it, and I do like it. Okay, we're almost there. One of the final things I bought was a pair of earrings. They are from Amazon, which I'm not a big Amazon shopper. I don't love buying from Amazon, but I do think from a consumer standpoint, you're not gonna spend more money than you have to. But I try to not be someone who browses for things to buy on Amazon. Usually I'm just buying like Red Bull and cat food from them. But I did a Secret Santa with my cousins, and we set it up pretty shortly before Christmas. It was close enough to Christmas that I knew I wouldn't be able to like count on ordering from Etsy or smaller shops and getting it in time. So I was looking on Amazon for things to get for my cousin. And I ended up getting her these gold cowboy boot earrings that are adorable. They are so cute and I love them so much, and I was like, I want a pair too. So I got myself a silver pair, and they look like this. I've worn them in a couple videos already. I was wearing them in my Terra Moon swatch video. I just really like them. I like this circle clasp. It works really well with my stretch earlobes. The boot is like really cutely designed, and I really like it. The only annoying thing is that the gold pair that I got from my cousin, because she likes gold, I was able to get just a pair of the boots, but the silver pair didn't come just a boot. It only came in a boot and a cowboy hat. They were inexpensive enough that I just bought 2 pairs to have 2 boots, But I haven't really decided yet what I want to do with the cowboy hats. But yeah, it was like $15 to get the 2 pairs to get these, and I was like, if they were on Etsy for $15, I would spend $15 on them, so I'll get it. I just have to decide if I want to like wear the cowboy hats or if I want to give them away to one of my friends or something. I haven't really decided. Okay, one more in-person purchase, and then we have a purchase I haven't received yet. Speaking of cowboy boots, I really like cowboy boots, and I prefer mine to be like a little bit more authentic. As I was saying, I like the Ariat because they're actually made for wear and not just for style, and a lot of the cowboy boots that are popping up now are being made for style. But I did buy one stylish pair because they're so cute. How could I not? I love pink. I love metallic pink. These are from Coconuts by Matisse, which I believe is all vegan leather. I know that Matisse also has like real leather, but I think the Coconuts line is all vegan leather. They were just so cute. They were from Free People, and I figured I would try them out, and I figured they would be uncomfortable enough, as most shoes are on me nowadays, that I would return them. But I got them, and like, they're acceptable. They're not the type of shoes that I would want to wear and walk around for 10 hours. But they're cute enough that I can wear them like to a party or something, or like out to get food or something like that. And I really like them. I wore them twice. I wore them to my boyfriend's house on New Year's Eve, and then I wore them on New Year's Day to a family party, and I got a lot of compliments. When I wore them to the family party, I wore straight leg jeans over them, so you kind of just saw like the bottom part sticking out, and it looked really cute. And I'm happy about them. I'm excited about them. I plan to get a lot more use out of them. And then the final thing, finally we are there. It's from Simply Posh Cosmetics. I've mentioned before, actually I mentioned in the video where I talked about brands I wanted to try, that the Simply Posh Northern Lights palette has been on my radar for such a long time, and they had been restocking it for a while, and then they kind of stopped restocking it, and I was hoping it was just because it was summer that they weren't restocking like a winter themed palette. And I guess my hopes panned out, because I got an email that a pre-order was opening up, and I immediately went to the site and I ordered it in the pre-sale. It said 4 to 6 weeks, so I think that 4 to 6 weeks will be like a week or two from now. So hopefully I'll get it sometime in like early February, and I'll do an eye swatch video. I'm really excited to try those out. Also, when I was checking out with that, I bought a couple of their eyeshadow singles from the Genuine Gems and Fairy Tales, I think it's called, palettes. Mostly matte shadows in colors that looked really unique to me and special for my collection. Yeah, I'm really excited about those. And that's everything that I bought in November and December. That was more than I thought it would be. I hope this video isn't years long. I actually have no idea when I started filming this. Yeah, if you missed my budgeting video, or my video where I talk about my like spending plan for 2023, I mentioned that I'm on kind of like a modified no-buy. I'm calling it a no-buy. Most other people would not call it a no-buy, but the gist is I'm buying some makeup that I want to talk about in videos, and I'm allowing myself to purchase from my wish list if things come up, but I'm trying to not browse for things to shop or buy things that I wasn't intending to buy for the first 3 months of this year. And then after that, we'll kind of reconvene and figure out what my spending plan is going to be after that. But yeah, because I'm doing this in kind of like a 3-month segment, I'm not going to be doing monthly videos, at least for this first 3 months. And at the end of March, beginning of April, I'll do a video about the things that I did end up buying throughout this like no-buy period. So if that sounds good to you, I hope you'll stick around, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. And that is everything for today. Bye.